What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. And join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Seth Rollins losing all respect for Jim Cornette, WWE explains Sami Zayn's absence, Bray Wyatt unveils his new mask, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Hit the intro because it's now time for the news. Our first story looks at Seth Rollins losing all respect for Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette has been making some vitriolic remarks towards the WWE's female talent, including Dana Brooke and Becky Lynch. Recently, he spoke on Dana Brooke's face and said her face looks like it was caught on fire and then put out with an axe. Cornette has also blasted Becky Lynch for taking time off in the prime of her career to have a baby. Becky's fiancé Seth Rollins worked with Jim Cornette during his time in Ring of Honor. However, that nor Cornette's reputation as a legend in wrestling didn't stop the Monday Night Messiah from speaking out during an appearance on Corey Graves' podcast After the Bell. He mentioned for him to come out and say some real negative things, some real misogynistic things about women in general and pregnancy in the industry, it kind of caught me off guard and made me lose a lot of respect for someone who a lot of people have kind of lost respect for. This is something that I'm so proud of, my fiancée Becky, of what she's doing. Look, she's 33, so once you hit 35, you start running risks with these pregnancies, so she made an incredibly tough decision. She's the most talented woman I've ever seen in my entire life, and she's going to be fine being pregnant, making money, doing alright. So everything that Jim Cornette said is complete nonsense, not just for her, but for the women all around the globe. Cornette's comments about Becky Lynch were so outrageous that some fans must still be wondering whether Cornette has finally snapped, or perhaps he's starved for attention that he'll say anything to get it. At the rate Cornette's going, he could go from wrestling legend to legendary asshole. Next up, it's official, RIC FLAIR is staying with the WWE. Now, not too long ago, there were rumors that RIC FLAIR's WWE contract was over and the 16-time world champion had the option to leave the company. That's no longer in question as Flair tweeted the following message: "Limousine riding, jet flying, styling and profiling, then now forever with WWE. Not forgetting." Woo! Slick Rick also posted a picture of his WWE statue found in WWE headquarters, along with a shot of his signature on his new contract. This will no doubt be his final run in the company. Next up, the Wednesday Night War. Who won Week 34? One week may seem like the other, but it's Week 34 in the Wednesday Night War, and once again, AEW has come out on top, this time doing much better than in recent weeks and downright trouncing NXT. AEW did 701,000, while NXT did 592,000 viewers. In the all-important 18 to 49 demographics, Dynamite drew a 0.26, up 13%, whilst NXT drew a 0.13 rating, down 13%. This is the lowest number NXT has done in that demo since debuting on the USA Network. As Paul Fontaine mentioned on the Wrestling Observer newsletter, this is the lowest number NXT has done in the demo since debuting on the USA Network, although the overall viewership was only the 5th lowest. Nevertheless, not NXT's finest hour. It should be interesting to see how Dynamite does after this Saturday's Double or Nothing pay-per-view. AEW's Wednesday night show saw a big ratings bump after their last pay-per-view, Revolution. The 20th May of NXT wasn't an all-star show, and the WWE has to learn fans like to see top stars on a show, not a card full of largely undercard talent. Next up, Mick Foley's pledge to Shad Gaspard's widow. Now, if you caught our recent tribute video to Shad Gaspard, you'll recall the talented wrestler was a man of many other talents too, including acting, writing, and several other creative endeavors. Prior to his untimely passing, Shad was working on a screenplay, when his widow tweeted, "I have every intention of fulfilling his dream of turning his treasured work into reality, and it will be made." WWE superstar Mick Foley offered to help, tweeting back, "If there's ever any way I can fulfill Shad's dream, please don't hesitate to ask. My heart goes out to you and your child." It's good to see the wrestling community rallying behind Gaspard's family, and with any luck, his wife will be able to see her husband's dream project make it to screen. Next up, Bray Wyatt's new quarantine mask. Bray Wyatt provided lots of fright fuel when he debuted his demonic doppelganger, the Fiend, last year, but now Wyatt has some fiendish fun with his new mask to safeguard himself and others from the ongoing pandemic. Bray recently tweeted, "Thanks Jason Baker, I fear not the apocalypse. I spent my whole life preparing for a Mad Max society, so bring it. The mask looks awesome and many fans have pointed out WWE needs to put it on sale. Next up, would AEW shut down if someone was infected? Now, as noted in an earlier news video, AEW reportedly is utilizing strict testing for the ongoing pandemic, but what if a wrestler or staff member became infected? During his media conference call to promote Double or Nothing, Cody Rhodes was asked this, and according to a summary by Thirsty for News, formerly Ringside News, Cody talked about COVID-19 testing they have been doing. It's not done at Daily's place or around other wrestlers/staff, and even wrestler staff are tested in separate places. He noted that production wouldn't shut down with a positive test. And Cody's answer is surprising, and a positive test result might lead to serious problems with AEW, whether it's employees refusing to work or wrestlers sitting at home. What do you think of Cody's answer? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, WWE explains Sami Zayn's absence. The WWE has finally given a storyline reason for why Sami Zayn had to vacate the Intercontinental Championship, revealing that Zayn is now out due to an injury. While the injury wasn't revealed, at least the WWE put some effort into explaining his absence, unlike Roman Reigns' unexplained absence from his scheduled Universal Championship match against Goldberg at WrestleMania 36. But there you have it guys, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.